Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. So, as you can see, this is not a mini album. I had to take a break from the mini album because mini albums, I don't know now why, but for some reason they just stress me out so much. And I shouldn't say they. The one I'm working on right now is just completely stressing me out. Though I did finish the cover. And I still have to do the binding, but actually, you know, it's right here. Let me just show you what I did. And excuse my hands, excuse my desk. I have glue all over my hands and everything, and ugh. So here, all the pages are inside, but here is the cover. Take the scenic route, or route. And then I did the Ferris wheel on the back, and then on the inside I have that. And of course, you know, it never goes across big enough, so I had to use 2 pages. Obviously it's not lining up, another one of my frustrations, but if you think about it, you're not going to see all this at one time because the pages are here. So you'll see this, and you know, maybe I'll put a pocket here and then she can put something this way. Actually, that's a good idea. I might put a pocket here so that way you don't see the actual mismatch of the ocean. But I just needed to put this on hold for now. I needed to distract my mind before I tore all my hair out because I was really on the way to do that. And so I am working on a junk journal. Something that I don't have to measure precisely. I can just cut and I can put in. I just finished the cover on this. Here's the cover. And then I like to put my binder clips on here just as it's drying. So, because sometimes I've noticed occasionally the outside will kind of like curl up a little bit, you know? So I put the binder clips on to hopefully kind of keep them straight. And then here is the actual journal. It's not a big journal, as you can see. I think there's like 60 pages, you know, front and back. So 1, 2, 3. So I think it's 60 pages. But when I had originally printed out the Amy Joy Studios kit that I used, I think it's called Blue Moon, for the one that I finished not too long ago. There's so many pages in that kit, and I didn't want a huge thick journal, and I didn't want to do 2 signatures. So what I did is I split the pages in half. So half of them went in that first journal. Actually, I think there was 9 pages. So 5 of them went in that journal, and then 4 are in this journal. So it is a little bit smaller. But again, you know, same types of papers I'm using. And then, you know, obviously like her kit pages and stuff. So the pages are finished. I cut them all nice and straight. I lined them all up. Then I started to do the cover, which usually I always have trouble with the cover, but I don't know, I'm really kind of liking this cover. What I did is I layered it on some of this vintage, I don't know what it was. I think maybe like a tablecloth or something. I don't know. Just to give it a little bit of depth and a little, you know, different types of textures and things like that. And this is one of the ATC cards from Amy Joy Studios, and I chose it because the colors were similar. Not that they matched exactly, but it was sort of similar, but sort of different. So I just kind of liked the way it looked. And sewed it on down, and then left the back, I mean, since it is fabric, I just, you know, left it plain. And on the inside, I have one of the pages. I just use that, cut it down a little bit to fit on the inside of the page, and then I used, and then I'm going, oh no, I did already, I forgot. I sewed the inside cover to it. So I finished that. I'm going to start working on this. With this journal, I want to do something a little bit different than I normally do. Usually I do a lot of the flip, you know, like the corner flips, the ones that like that, and then you flip it up. I want to challenge myself and just try to see if I can do some different types of tuck spots, different types of pockets, things that I normally don't do. So maybe some flips, different kinds of flips, maybe envelopes. I'm not exactly sure. When I was trimming down the inside cover, I did trim off a piece and I threw it in the barrel. But then I was thinking, you know, why couldn't I sew it or glue it here and then have this as a tuck? So, and it's exactly the same size, so which is perfect. So I'm going to try to see if I can make this into a tuck, but I also wanted to do, I was watching somebody's video and oh my gosh, and I'm so sorry, I cannot think of the name off the top of my head. But what she did, she did a lot of, there are like corner tucks, but they were like, ooh, how am I going to explain it? Almost like she ripped some papers and kind of sewed them together and then sewed it on. So it was kind of like a layered tuck. I don't know if that makes sense, but I might want to try something like that. I do want to put a bunch of fabric pockets in here because I do have plenty of this fabric left over. Not plenty, but I do have, you know, enough to make some pockets. So the majority of them are going to be all different size pockets throughout. And then I also want to do some fun tucks. So this will be one. I'm thinking again in one of my last journals too, I used, oh, and look at this, just fell out of my little pile. I'll definitely do something with this. This is really cute. I forget where I got this from. I'm not even sure. I know it was gifted to me. It had to have been gifted to me. So I'm thinking it was either my friend Danny or my friend Alicia. One of those. But this is definitely going to be something cute. So this I'm going to keep here. I'll definitely use that. But what I did is I sort of collaged on this little pocket here. Well, it's not a pocket. It's like a little bag. I don't know. A pocket bag. A baggy pocket. I don't know. Whatever this is called. So I had inked the edges. You know, I kind of altered it a little bit. And you know what? I think that might be fun to do this in a video. That gives me an idea. So I might make a short video of me just doing a little bit of altering on these bags. So I'll do a couple of these, maybe three, at least two, maybe three. I don't know. We'll see. Of me altering these, and then we can use that in there. And then, you know, what I want to do is I'm going to look through my stash and see what other things that I don't normally use that I might have available to incorporate into this journal. Now, granted, there aren't 100 pages like most of my journals, but I want to kind of challenge myself. Actually, I do have some bags. Like these types of bags, maybe I'll, you know, you just fold them in half. I can stick those in there. And I don't know. I'll have to see. Because I want this journal or this project altogether to be a little bit different than my norm. I would like it to be, I don't know, kind of like a challenge journal, if that makes sense. So, I don't know. We'll see what I come up with. And, for those who do watch me often and listen to my videos, I might sound a little bit different in this video because I was realizing after talking to somebody the other day that I speak way too fast and sometimes I'm hard to understand. So I've been really trying to slow down my speech. That way I don't know, more, not that I'm not understandable, but I think I get really excited when I talk, and I talk a mile a minute. So I've been trying to pronounce my words very carefully, slow down a little bit, breathe, you know, because sometimes I feel like I talk and I'm not breathing. Well, I mean, obviously I am breathing, but you know what I mean. So it's so easy for me to get back into the and by the end of the video, I'm sure people are like, what? So I don't know how long this will last. I've been trying to do it, but it's so super hard. So in my next video, I might be speaking, you know, regular like my fast self. But I thought I'd give it a try on camera, see if I can just slow everything down just a tad and really pronounce my words a little better than I normally do. I think I kind of, a lot of times, maybe slang my words or kind of mush my words together because I'm talking so fast. So it's definitely a challenge. So not only am I doing a challenge journal, but in this video I am doing a challenge speech. No, not really a speech, but you know what I mean. So I hope I didn't scare you off, but it was just something that I'm really trying to work on, not working very well. So in my next video, I most likely will be back to normal. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.